What will be the result of this extensive research? It will certainly mean that horses will be better nourished and better trained and will run on faster and safer tracks. This alone will result in improved performance. But what improvement is likely from the genetic potential within the breed? How much faster is the thoroughbred today than in the days when Mr. Weatherby compiled his register? For some partial answers, we go from Newmarket Heath to Epsom Downs.
Now, Monty Verde, 4.5 and the odds are play. Number 3, that's a different ticket. Thank you. 5 to 0 on the Derby. 20 pence now. Have you not got 20 here? Each way on the Derby, 5 to 0. 5 to 0 on the Derby.
For more than 150 years, the Derby has been both a horse race and a carnival. The scale today is different from that of 1857, when Frith painted his celebrated Derby Day scene, but the character has altered little. A contemporary described the crowd as intense like the heat, with dandies of men and dandies of women. Oxford scholars, gypsies, men of the world, charlatans, crestfallen victims of the blasphemous mob, all rubbing shoulders with the greedy, obscene bohemianism that riots on Epsom Downs. The original grandstand was replaced by a new one in 1879, which still exists. But now, the most important unchanging feature is the course over which the races have been run. After the long climb to the top of the down, there's the steep drop to Tattenham Corner to test the control of tired limbs. And then the final uphill straight to the finish. Over this identical course, accurate winning times have been kept since the 1840s. Faster and faster times were posted throughout the 1800s. But since about 1910, or for 70 years, there's been virtually no improvement. Could it be that the original 30 animals 300 years ago provided too narrow a genetic base for a sustained advance?
Initially, the base, even though it's relatively few animals, would have been quite broad. After all, you had the mixing of English genes and genes from all over the Arab world. So it's quite a broad base to begin with. But we've had 21 generations of selection since then. And if we have a narrow base today, it would be more the result of the intense selection for performance over that period than due to the genetic base that we started with. Intense selection over many generations has produced a genetic plateau, rather difficult to break out of.
If this is so, logic would demand an infusion of new genetic stock. But the people who control the money in racing would be disinclined to gamble on long-term genetic experimentation on the off chance of finding one superior hybrid amongst vast numbers of genetic also-rans. The industry at present simply would not be willing to pay. In any case, evidence is inconclusive, as records still are being broken, although by ever smaller margins.